Oh my god. It feels like it's been 3 million years. But I'm finally back with some more Ghost Trick. Things are really starting to come together in the great story that is Ghost Trick, and it's not there. Of course it's not there. Why would it be there? Bam. It's there now. Fantastic. I mean, hey. All that's left to do is to do. Am I right? Why are you like that? You're not. You take up. Whoa, what's going on? Why is everything wrong? Excuse me for one moment here. Come here. Give me the game. Give me the game back. Where's the game? Suddenly, it wants to be taking up the whole screen. Transform it to screen. Well, I don't know what changed, but it's fitting in properly now instead of having a slight cut-off to it. Whatever. Okay. They might move you down. You're not what I want. I want that. You can move down. There we go. Okay, whatever. Oh, and this is all off as well. The chat box and the chat background, it's all gone out of whack. What happened, Streamlabs? What happened? Scuffed stream, doing it live. Fantastic. Anything else gonna be horribly out of place? Yeah, everything kinda, actually. Did Streamlabs update? I wonder. Whatever, I will fix more problems as they come up. But for now, now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such a way, such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. That's right. Get my thing off the screen. Detective Jowd's story about this other murder weighs heavily on me. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. Right, and the minister turned out to be this dude that lives here. This time, Lynn isn't dead. But the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Oh. Fuck me, dude. Eek. What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but... Well, and how did it go? Was Detective Jowd still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there, but I did manage to save him. You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute. You say but? I told Lynn about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanella arrested Detective Jowd? I can't believe it. Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't believe that wherever I go, somebody is always dead, either you or someone else. Sorry about that. Who was lying on the floor there? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister, the man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Could you have called for help? I guess so. But I'm wanted, remember? For murder. I was hoping we could save him without me getting caught. In I go! Can you hear me? Could you rescue him now while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'll be faster to just see for yourself what really happened. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. He just wants his daughter around. He's so sad. This is terrible. Is he just having a fucking heart attack? Jesus Christ. He sure is animate for somebody that's dying. Foolish man. He's a contradiction. The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both. Oh, I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of those things just now. He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Maybe I should say a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word. By the way, what's your name? Just call me a seeker of truth. This guy fucking gets it. Sidestepped that one, didn't I? Well, what can I do? You're not gonna let me see who's on the other line? Here we go. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who is this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Who is this? Amelie's tutor? Would a tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. My daughter, tell me, is she alright? Tell me she's alright. What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demands known the other day. And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes, yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. They're very thorough. You'd do well to remember that. And of course, it goes without saying we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't tell the police, is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. If I leave, he dies. Can I be here back in time and stop her from ever calling? It'll just get me more information. Apparently, the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked. Yeah, I kind of thought... Luckily, I managed to arrange it so the Justice Minister could hear her voice. What's taking the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. Uh-oh, this woman doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot. I can't use the telephone line either. Looks as though I've fallen into a trap. All women are traps. Some are sweet traps, others are bitter. Don't you understand that? Anyway, I think I'd better rethink things here. Yeah, okay. Well, I got a little bit of information, but that's all. I don't want to be in the phone. No. Blah, 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 blah. Stay here. Yeah, it's terrible. Once again, I'm not sure I know what that word means, but it's apparently the cause of the minute's attack. Huh? A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here, so I'd better do something about that medicine. I can flap, I can examine. Knowing this full well, why do people still spill water bitches? Bro, get therapy. I guess. Oh. Uh-huh. No answer. Alright, I can't use the lines right now. It looks stately, but it's filled with nothing but useless trash. Alright, now he's starting to have an attack. He wears his important looking uniform and sits at his desk. Sits working at his stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I need him to hit this first. Please launch the medicine. Yep, and then you're gonna launch the medicine. There we go. Okay. Oh, am I supposed to? Yeah, hold your dang horses. What does that even do? Uh-huh. Rock. Oh, yeah? No, it's not enough. We need to get over there early. That doesn't help me. Do I really have to do this in those 3 seconds? It got sped up a bit. Alright. Up we go. What is turning this to? Oh, I can roll it the other way. Huh. Restart. I have an idea. Alright, get me in the bottle. Medicine. Okay. Race. Turn. Rock. Oh. What? That's not what I expected to happen. Right. Oh, can I do it here? Okay. Can I? Because this falls flat and I think it'll create a ramp. Okay. 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 I think I have it. Throw me, please. Alright. Raise. We're gonna rock this one. We want that, maybe. We want to undo that. Can't reach there, so we have to lower this. We're gonna go across. We're gonna raise. Now this fell before, so we're gonna turn this. Oh, no, that was bad. Spin this. That falls down there. I'm gonna drop that. No, what? I need more time. Before I get the medicine, I think I have to buy some time first. Right, buy some time. Can I knock the water? Okay. Let's just see what happens. Because he knocks the medicine, then he goes for the water. He gets the water. Put me in there, Chief. Drink the dang water. Alright, I'm up. I have bought some time. Now I can play out what I wanted to do before. He looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Alright. More time. Spin faster. Get me in there, Chief. Alright, now I'm over here. Time for the next step. Still with this to him. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. You go up. We do that. We undo this. We lower. That knocks that one down. It becomes a seesaw. Oh, shit. Alright. Roll? Yeah, okay, I fucked this up because it didn't act as I thought it was gonna. Unless... that doesn't knock it anymore. Okay. So I don't want these... I don't want this on the stick at all. I want to just ignore that for later. Let me in. In I go. Yeah. I still need to get up there. Okay, up. We turn this. Undo that. Go down. Go across. Up. Turn this. That knocks that down. Lets me make a seesaw. Okay. Now let's see if it's the way that I think it is. That drops on there. Let me go across. We go up. And then we rock this. Yes, okay. Killer. Alright, awesome. That's too much, man. Too much medicine, yeah. The greedy man. He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Cut the guy some slack. No, that's the chef noise. Come on. Whoa, that was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope you learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. Hey, G fucking G, am I right? And so the Justice Minister is now back to life, but the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. Oh, damn it. And apparently our lady detective is the present cause of those furrows. Look, detective, he was sentenced after a fair trial. And the man himself wants to be executed. There was no evidence. All they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. I told you, I don't want anybody coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight. So please, just give me a little more time. I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, all this time it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. When he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out tonight. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? I was simply performing my duty as the Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. Thank you. Cecil, there you are. That's right. He is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight. He has very good reason for it. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? But they didn't. Oh my goodness. But we know they didn't. There's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? That poor man. I'd hate to do that to him. By the way, do you think you could carry me? What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it? Oh, this, pay no attention to this. By the way, please pardon me if this is a silly question. Were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me. Mr. Minister, we know. We know. We know about your daughter. Blah, 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 blah. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? If the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Oh, what am I gonna do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Emily. What if that execution is the right thing to do? Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. Excuse me, while I go and check out the recording again. I really should pay the kidnappers hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve that problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Another chapter down. How many more do we have? I can probably find that out through the achievement system. There is 17. It looks like there is 17 and maybe a what is it when it's after? It's not a prologue. I can't remember what it is. Yeah. Jeez. It's getting late. We're running out of time. Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit. See what I can find out about the abduction. What took so long? This guy. Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them. Now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. Not one of these again. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage. Ah, yes. Always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? Yeah, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face, too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guests? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Alright, little lady, let me open that trunk for you. Oh. It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been in this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sort of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Yeah, really early on. Fucking pain in my ass. Off we go! What's in here? A door for me to smack? A candle for me to burn brighter? That's something on fire. Am I gonna kill him? Am I gonna kill and then save him? That would be kind of awesome. That swing. Okay. Oh. Okay. Move? That just get me down? Done. I can't reach my destination from here. Yeah, okay. I wasn't trying to. Rock. Okay. How do I set that doll's candle on fire? Been faster. That doesn't launch the thing off? Okay. Oh, but bull! What's bull gonna do? Oh, I know. I'm fine. I'm more than a little confused. I can't reach that either. Yes, I can. But that did nothing for me. Ah. You're not gonna let me do anything while it's moving. Something else needs to take place. Fire a potty popper. Bam. Okay. Will this tie it up? No, nothing's happening there. Okay. Buy this other one. Alright. Gonna undo it though. Okay. And I can't go in that. Yeah, right. I need something else to set on fire here, please. I can spin this faster. What happens? Nothing really. Thing. Okay, that's a whole lot of nothing. Yep, okay. No, that's fine. The flame is big. I can swing this now. You're not what I want to swing. Okay. You get nice and big for me. In we go. Let's make this go. Awesome. That's what we want to see. Down we go. Now we're gonna go here. We're gonna lift this up. We're gonna set it all on fire. That's gonna tip. That's gonna drop. Just his imagination. Must have been the wind. Open the trunk. What in the? What's going on here? This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? Awesome. What's with the fun book and chips? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Oh, booty sticking out. Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy. I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. Whoa. I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this beauty? Why here at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Now, you be a good girl while I'm gone. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. That must mean she must have died sometime after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her. I better ask her what happened. I want to know what book she's reading. Alright, I can't read. An exciting adventure story, maybe? In I go. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile! I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it! What happened to me? What is this place? You can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. Land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Done. I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this ain't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember? Sort of? There's some other dead person out there with a special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure. Go ahead, sissy. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the Chicken Kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now, I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. Hemsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnapper grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Hemsick Park. What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna be mad. She is. How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. I do need that music box. This is your old house? Yep. This is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep. She's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad, he's going to die. And all because of me. What do you mean because of me? How would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. No way! Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. Let's ask about the music box first. The music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it when a little bit of luck came and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. You don't have to humor me. I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. The music box is in the park. I'd better let Lynn know. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. You get fucking shot. It's the same layout. Move, you dipshit! Wow. Still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake, and a birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everyone it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me I should forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic. Yeah, right? I can't believe it. Oh, bit of lag there. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter? Oh my god. I just can't tell her. Can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe it would be better to stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore. I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm going to rescue you. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, sissy. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late, and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of the deal. Can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, as you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Get a gun's gone. Somebody there, can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Whoa. Time for me to peace the fuck out. We're leaving. Stupid fucking. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone in the room. Saw the little lady smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few facts. A few very heavy, sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? I wonder. One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final word. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Ooh. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ, all of that took a half an hour. Well, 20 minutes, I think. In terms of the game's timeline. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping. That it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. Camilla? Why did they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. Poor girl kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there's those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, I want your daughter. It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. It's complicated. Why does life have to be such a complicated thing? An answer. Doesn't that mean everything's normal? I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make? Woo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. It's him, the man with the swag. Miss me, baby? I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry, I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please don't apologize to me. The beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Oh, time for me to say hello. Ha! I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart. Yeah, I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. Wow. Okay. I'm leaving. we go. See if I can make her answer the fucking phone. Oh, what's going on? Camilla is the one who was kidnapped. This little girl's bed is empty too. Where could she have gone? While her husband and daughter's situation changes from hour to hour, only the lady's outpouring of words of love continues on without change. I have to admit, I admire her dedication. But I'm worried about her daughter. I'll stop by again later to see what's happening. Yeah, I can't go anywhere. We go. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? And you're fine with this. I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh, come now, baby. I know no such thing. I know two things to be the truth. And two things only. He was given the death penalty, and he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in? Why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. That's not right, Inspector. Your own selfish reasons. So are all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. Detective Jowd. I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. He's closer now. Can I go in? In we go. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's the demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die. It's all over. Very simple. Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be. By the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer any more after that. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring a new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true? What Camilla said? Why did she tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work. She went in first. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. An impossible move. What's that? Oh, did Ray do it? Is Ray the killer? And is she the other person that's out there helping people? It was kind of implied that it was Missile, though, right? It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought before. House of the Dead, right? That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand would work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Yeah, we've done this before. The kidnapper who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. There's still time before dawn. A little anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Camilla was a quiet little girl. She was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about the contraption. First, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I had on display for years. It wasn't part of the little lady's original design. It wasn't supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. The other strange point was the movement of that cupid. Yeah. It's meant to shoot left, yeah. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and I turned myself in. What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. To think of it, yeah, it wasn't there. It was no gun. Oh, goodness. Just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out with that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about a contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. I hid the gun before I went to the police. I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. And that detective still thinks it's a music box. That what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Wow! Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Time to solve that case that started 5 years ago. Yeah! You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm gonna prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. Lynn, where is that music box now? In Temsic Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence, so you'd better pick it up. Yes, sir. I'll go right now. This'll take care of Detective Child. And do something about the kidnapping, so we can get the minister on our side. Oops. And yet again, I say easy enough for you to say. What's going on? Tell me the real deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans? My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody. Don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with special seats just for you, baby. Then, I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. He's so swaggy. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Did the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its involvement. Ugh. Whoa, such a deep bow. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow down to me, and especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yeah, what a salute. I love a starfish salute. Van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in the last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Where am I going? Let's talk to him real quick. You're telling me you don't believe any of it? I don't trust you, but there's somebody else whom I trust even less. Me! I can't explain your existence. It's not normal. But I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination. Would you listen to a delusion? I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me though. Most likely the minister won't stop the execution, not as long as there's any chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. If we call from here, right? The telephone works in both directions. Only family members can solve a family problem. I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change this situation. For those past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? Absolutely no problem, my good sir. Is that important? Yeah, hanging around here won't change the thing. I've got 10 minutes. I got 10 whole minutes. Ah, just as I thought. This little girl safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbait, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jared's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. Have fun! I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too. I'm probably only going to go for a little bit longer. Bit of a short one tonight. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubt is now in bed, coughing. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. My darling angel, just listen to that cough, you naughty thing. You leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play. A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter. That's no reason to go out this late at night. My fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. Look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here is to that feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's go Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Emily. Looks like the girl was safe all along. That's another lucky development too. Emily wants to call her father. Now if I can just make use of that feeling somehow. Surely bring the Justice Minister around. That easy, huh? Don't do it. No! You have to make everything difficult for me, don't you? Emily, I told you couldn't call him tonight. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels. Whoa. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Oh. Hope. What a heartless bitch. Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on you now so you won't do anything else mischievous, like calling your father. I can hear you, you know. I need to get something down there. Open? What? If I want to give Emily a chance to use the telephone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Oh, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady so Emily can call. Yep. Oh goodness, look at the time. As I bask in the tale of love, time has been moving on at the speed of light. Am I gonna start a house fire? Okay, that did nothing. I can drop rats. Oh boy. Ding dong. Well, well, having a good time there, are we, little rodent? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god! Fancy that vintage My Whiskey Friend? Jesus Christ! She's more powerful than I thought. Looks like she tipped over the wall candelabra to one side too. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Yup, you could say that. Fucking Christ! Oh heavens, the blackout! A critical time like this? Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. Chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. God damn. God damn. He's a baddie. Okay, that's a little bit unbecoming. What a wonderful atmosphere, perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Burn brighter. Okay. Can I set her heart on fire? Yeah, you stand over there. I'm gonna do something really quick. No, 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 no. Don't lift it. Let me do stuff while this is happening. Can I drop it on her? Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Lady's surprisingly quick. Yeah. Yeah. Far out. Alright, with those burning brighter, let's drop it. That does nothing. Okay. What else have we got? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, okay. No putting that out. What else can we do? Don't swing that much harder. Oh, let's see. That does nothing. Yeah, okay. That calms down. She's up and about. Can I move over there before she gets back? There's nothing. What a pain in the ass it would be to have to constantly crank the chandelier. I'd just leave it down at this point. Uh... Um... All I have is drop it again. See what I can do while it's dropped again. Okay. There we go. Wow, if only there was a phone she could reach. Huh. Gives to the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier is on there tighter than a wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Oh, hold on. My apologies for that. I had a visitor for a brief moment. But we're all good and we're back to it. I said it, now's the tail and vine. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. And down goes the vine. What an absolutely crazy... What in the world is going on here? Now that's an unfortunate series of events. Give me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. Up I go. Hello, Papa. Ah, Millie, is that you? Of course it is, silly. What did you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday, alright. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Your mean old Mama. I mean your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up alright. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Emily. I'm the one who was wrong. Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? I was just about to make a terrible mistake, but it's alright now. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Ministers is very complicated, you see. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. Okay, Papa, have a good night. Love you. Love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Oh, you better wait until you're a little older for that. Okay. So, Emily, if you're feeling a little more charitable toward old Mama, you could let me down now. You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling angel. Tink. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. It's such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everybody is waiting for the prison van. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. But one question. I can't help but notice your daughter is safe? And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? And you're not fully dressed for that one, my dear. Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. What do you mean? Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed, it was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? You have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. You've actually known, for quite a while. I had no idea they were the powers of the dead. Of ghosts. Known about what? You know about the existence of somebody who could control others and manipulate them. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Child. Why don't you tell us everything you know? Yeah, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Whoa. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Child. Right. They don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prisons. There are three prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All three cases have certain points in common. The rock singer who leaked national secrets and his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner's hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of those men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigation report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. The theory the unit came up with was that the existence of a manipulator. That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Whoa. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Campanella has been studying these cases. Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind, a locked room murder, involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard your theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken. and it proved to be a big mistake. You mentioned mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has a right to know. I'll speak out loud so the Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's a mistake. It's about Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. A massive pen. Whoa. Kind of scary. Oh, fuck. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. At the time, I didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. Signing execution orders is part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day it dawned on me. I remember Inspector Cabanela's report of the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I actually had been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose. But it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out. My wife found out I was worried about something. I explained it to her. She was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everybody the truth immediately, I'm moving out. Ooh. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. That's why you've been telling people to stay back. There's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What about a desk lamp? What I'm not fine with is the fact that that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. And Ray seems to know about a lot of it. I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. Now, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit? Ghost? Gods in heaven. Excuse me, Minister. I certainly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Off he goes. This is Lynn. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately. It looks like your help is needed, Cecil. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Oh, it's so good! Oh, what a build-up! Lynn called, and I oblige. I take off toward Temsic Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Zhao's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Nah, I still think that I wanted to be a ghost. I reckon I got her to shoot me. That's what she was shocked about. That's what I reckon. But that is gonna have to wait for next Wednesday. I'm gonna end it there. I don't think anybody's actually around for me to say goodnight to. But good night anyway. And thanks for watching. I will catch you all next time. Have a fantastic